Hi everyone, this is Sneha. Hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the matrix and what it is and what we should do about the matrix. And we're all in a different path in this journey of life. The matrix. So what is it? Is it a physical place? Or is it an illusion? First and foremost, the matrix is something that we have heard about in our ancient scriptures, especially if you've followed on the Vedas, it's already in there. Take some time, if you're not aware, reread those books and content and gather the information from there. I often find that when people read books, they just read it because they want to read it, but they don't actually comprehend the information. So do take some time to read it if you feel like some of the information that I'm stating is incorrect, which is fine. Everybody can do their own research. The information is out there. It's for us to listen to and pay attention to it. So from my research that I've done and my knowledge that I've experienced throughout my lifetime, the matrix is just a bunch of illusions that we've been fed from our external world. And when I say external world, you've heard me talk about the medical mafia, the government system, the three-letter agencies, and lots of more, indoctrination, and all of that basically keeps us in this illusion and in this slave system. And when I say slave, because there's a certain group of individuals that run the world and keep us divided in the name of labels, preferences, our ideologies and stuff, and they feed off of that energy. And so when you're within that matrix, you're not able to see that bigger picture that's being played out there. And they want to keep us fighting each other in the name of lots of labels. But the first thing we need to remember as human beings is we're all human beings first and foremost, and we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so no matter what label or how much wealth or how much property one acquires, at the end of the day, we're nothing but souls. Keep that in mind when you run across anybody and if somebody puts you in this fear mindset. And I do want to take this opportunity to say, even certain individuals in religious groups keep people in a fear mindset. If you don't follow certain things, you're gonna, bad things will happen to you. If you don't do this, and things won't go your way. And I've seen that many religious locations, like temples and churches, say you can't go unless you've taken, and that just leads me to believe that either they're ignorant of the final agenda, or they're part of the agenda. Either way, they're not there for you. They're there for themselves. So pay attention to these kind of things, because this isn't good for us, okay? Just so you know, the virus was created so we take this, and this was part of the whole social credit system and New World Order agenda. I'll just leave it at that. Do your research if you don't feel what I'm saying resonates with you. So that is the external world, external matrix. And we've heard this. We've talked about it in our ancient scriptures as Maya, as the illusion. And here's the thing. Anytime somebody says, I'm falling for this trend, they're falling for the illusion. Because it's, at the end of the day, everything in our external world is basically a reflection of our inner world. And that's the second part of this whole matrix and how we can detach ourselves from it. Now, it doesn't matter if you fast. It doesn't matter if you take a course or any of that. It matters what we feel inside. See, the last couple of weeks, I've had numerous conversations with people who have awakened, and it doesn't matter if they've awakened or not. But the thing is, they get stuck in this confidence, this ego and pride of, I knew it and you didn't. But that's the thing. With great power comes great responsibilities. And it doesn't matter the thing is, we're all human beings at the end of the day, and if you go into this consciousness, chart, and at the top it's love. We are all love. Now, if you're still stuck at ego and pride, unfortunately, there was no reason for the awakening to happen. The awakening was for us to go within and to ascend. Yes, ascend. We're all ascending as humanity. See, the more and more I think about this, there's certain groups of individuals who had an awakening and certain groups of individuals who didn't. This was all in divine timing. We don't control it. And I've said this before, as a project manager, I don't plan my personal life. It's very difficult because I know that most of the things that happen in my personal life are outside my control, and I have no attachment to the end goal. No attachment. All I know is I want to enjoy this journey of life. And while I do have things I want to manifest in my life, I'm not going to be like, I have to have it or it's not going to make me happy. I'm happy in the present moment with what I have. Maybe it may not be a lot to those who have, all these houses and properties and all, but I'm content. If come today, I was supposed, let's just say, God forbid, today was my last day on this planet, I'm happy with what I have. I can say I've done everything I wanted to do in my life. And I don't know how many people can say that when they've accomplished all of these materialistic goals, because from my perspective, as an empath, as somebody who is able to feed off of others' energy, I can sense, but it's not my place to help them unless they ask me for help. I can sense people are unhappy no matter how much wealth or property or things they accumulate, because they're looking for external validation. And that is the second part of this, right? The inner journey. Learning to be happy with where you're at, being humble, being love, and not continuing with this agenda that's been put out there in the name of dividing us. And that has been happening for decades and eons. That's just the way humanity has been going through. In the name of religion, politics, everything, okay? And the less we give energy, the less we give thoughts to this, the more we pay attention to us and ourselves and recognize that, hey, we all have a passion and purpose in life. Maybe we did something wrong before. Maybe we took this, or maybe we told our patients to take it, but we didn't know. But now we know better. So I'm going to be wiser. I'm going to make a better decision. I'm not going to tell them, or I'm going to tell them not to take them going forward. But see, that's the whole thing, is learning from the past and making better decisions. And when people are stuck in the matrix, from my standpoint, what I see is they're unable to comprehend, unable to digest the fact that they may have made a mistake. And I've said this before, mistakes are only lessons learned. We need to take the word mistake out of the dictionary, because that prevents people from growing, becoming a better version of themselves. I'm not saying people are projects, but as a project manager, I like to do a retrospective and say, hey, what worked, what didn't? What can we do better? That's the same thing we do in life. Get back up, become a better version of ourselves. And if you like to think of it that way, we have our own software, our mind. And the more you unprogram from these past limiting beliefs, the more we're able to live in our highest potential and help others along the way. That's what life is all about. Life isn't about who has the most amount of wealth or most amount of materials. I mean, anybody can get that. But how many people have you impacted along the way in a positive way? Or how many people have you impacted in a negative way? See, we tend to forget that. Sometimes many of us, in order to get what we want, we do have to cut some bridges to make things happen. But the thing is to do the right thing. And many of us talk about doing the right thing. But sometimes doing the right thing means not doing what the rest of the crowd is doing. Sometimes doing the right thing means doing what is actually right for humanity in general. Be that risk taker. Do that different thing. Be that rebel. And watch how things change for you personally. In my experience, I need to tell you that's how magic happened for me. And I continue to believe in that, and I continue to do things outside my comfort zone. Pay attention and focus on you and not what others are doing. And as you focus on yourself and becoming a better version, you will start seeing how you're impacting others around you. That's the inner journey. That is the matrix. That's the second part. And you're not going to find this from anybody in the first part, from your external world. Because that is what we are here to do that within ourselves. Break your heart. Sometimes that's what you need to do. Break your heart over and over again. Haven't we heard this? Rock stars, musicians, they make their best music when they have gone through a traumatic time in life. Because they've hit their rock bottom. And there's nowhere else to go but up. Look on the bright side and always work on trying to find a different solution. Hey, that's the manager in me. I have many backup plans, and I think we all should as human beings, because that's how life should be. On that note, if you have any comments on this topic, I'd appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, let me know, and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye.